Of course, no one followed the from afar part. It was all stolen glances, lute playing, and long walks that ended behind tapestries. Eleanor's court became the go-to destination for nobles with more passion than impulse control. When Henry's wandering eye got tired of monogamy, and of Eleanor, she responded the way any good mother would, by helping her son stage a full rebellion against him. He was not amused. She was placed under castle arrest for 16 years, which for Eleanor just meant more time to write letters, sip wine, and plot vengeance through her children. Margaret of Burgundy wasn't the kind of queen you'd expect to cause a national scandal. She ticked all the right boxes: royal bloodline, properly married to the heir of France, looked great in fur-trimmed gowns, and didn't openly poison anyone at court dinners. A model medieval wife, on paper. But then came the year 1314, when France discovered that keeping 3 princesses bored and unsupervised in a castle was a recipe for gossip, embroidery, and extramarital activities. Margaret was married to Louis, future King Louis X, a man whose charisma was often compared to boiled cabbage. Their marriage was not what you'd call thrilling, and Margaret, apparently, got tired of reading psalms and pretending Louis's bedtime stories about tax reform were seductive. Enter the Tour de Nesle affair, a scandal with a name so dramatic it sounds like a medieval soap opera. According to the accounts, Margaret and her sister-in-law Blanche started meeting 2 handsome Norman knights in secret. Where, you ask? In the Tour de Nesle, a royal tower by the Seine, conveniently private, mildly haunted, and apparently soundproof enough for courtly whispers and less than courtly behaviour. The men were eventually caught because, and this is real, they were recognised by the pattern on their pillowcases. Royal servants noticed the knights had luxury linens identical to those used in the princesses' chambers. That's right. The downfall of a queen was triggered by medieval pillow theft. No espionage, no poison, just bad laundry choices. King Philip IV, Margaret's father-in-law and reigning monarch, was not amused. The knights were tortured and executed, publicly, and with dramatic flair. As for Margaret, she was thrown into prison at Château Gaillard, a place about as cheerful as its name isn't. She died there 2 years later, either from illness, suffocation, or the fact that her husband wanted a clean slate before becoming king. Medieval history is fuzzy on the details, and suspiciously quiet about whether the pillowcases were returned. Margaret's crime wasn't politics, witchcraft, or treason.